This call is from a federal prison. This call is from
Joe.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time.
It's 98.5 KYGO, the Shawn Patrick Show. I've been waiting for this one for a long time. Joe Exotic's here with us. Joe, what's going on, man?
Hey, buddy. I appreciate you having me.
I appreciate you jumping on with me, even though you were mad at me. Let's talk through that real fast. So I wrote a little blog about you on our website here in Denver about how you were asking our governor here in Colorado to do a prisoner swap. We won't get into the details too much, but I put your charges in the blog, and you didn't like that very much. Talk to me about why that is a sore subject for you.
Well, you know, every reporter, I don't know even where they get that I'm in here for 19 or 18 animal abuse charges, because I don't have one animal abuse charge. I've never been accused of animal abuse. I've never been charged or convicted of animal abuse. I gave up a lot in my life to take care of animals. The charges that I do have, they're all paper charges, you know, for receipts. Or hell, I'm even doing prison time, Shawn, because my vet marked the wrong box on a health certificate. And instead of her doing prison time, I'm the one doing prison time. So figure that one out.
Why was the government or the judicial system after you so hard? Why didn't they want you on the streets?
Okay, well, I mean, we only got 15 minutes, and it's pretty complicated. But let me do a fast track for you, okay?
Yeah.
In 2016, the director of the Federal Fish and Wildlife Service, Dan Ash, was also and still is the president of the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. Okay.
Yeah.
Who regulates every zoo, like Colorado Springs, Denver, every zoo, big city zoo is regulated by the AZA. Okay, well, him and Carol Baskin wanted to put generic tigers, which are tigers born in America, because, you know, most of them are crossbreeds between Bengals and Siberians. They're just mutt tigers. There's no conservation value for them. So they call them generic tigers, okay? So in 2016, they wanted to monopolize the tiger industry by putting generic tigers on the endangered species list.
Okay.
And that would give the Federal Fish and Wildlife control over generic tigers, because they've never had control over generic tigers. So in order to do that, they had to have so many public comments. You know, it's just like any politics. You know, you have to have so many comments in order to put something on a regulation. So Carol runs an ad to pay people $5 per comment. Okay, so in April of 2016, they got generic tigers put on the endangered species list. That's when they started coming after me, was to shut me down, because I bred and sold tigers to every zoo and sanctuary in the country. So they get generic tigers put on the endangered species list. Then Carol introduces a bill called the Big Cat Safety Act.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris co-sponsors it. All right, and the only two organizations that are exempt from the Big Cat Safety Act are the AZA and Carol's Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries.
Of course.
So they put me in. I mean, I'm the only person in prison. Okay, even the hitman's not in prison. Okay, and. Okay, so
I didn't realize that Kamala Harris was, I don't mean to stop you, but I didn't realize that she was part of all that too. She's like part owner of the Broncos now, so you probably hate the Broncos, huh?
Oh, you know, I'm not a big sports fan, so that's neither here nor there.
That makes sense.
You know, but anyway, they put me in prison. They held me without bond. They kept me in solitary confinement for the first 2 years, so I couldn't help fight my case or find evidence. They convicted me. Then they released Tiger King, which they filmed while I was already in prison, okay? I didn't even film for that. They took that all off my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And they made us all look like crackheads, and they nicknamed the Big Cat Safety Act the Tiger King bill. And then they passed it because the Democrats were in charge, and President Biden signed it into law, and Carol Baskin and the AZA are the only ones in the country that can own tigers.
And here we are.
And here we are, begging Governor Polis to prisoner swap me.
Do you think there's any chance? I mean, obviously, I read the email you sent to Governor Polis, and you realize that it's a Hail Mary, but do you really feel like there's a chance?
Okay, look, I just had a legal visit this morning with Jerry Jones' lawyer, owner of the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, his lawyer is one of them that represent me, and he thinks that it's a hell of an idea. I mean, Governor Polis right now, you got to consider President Trump wants Tina Peters out of prison.
This call is from a federal prison.
There's very little things in this world that President Trump didn't get his way on. You know what I'm saying? Okay? And this one is one of them. He cannot get her out of prison because he doesn't have the power. Okay? And President Trump is withholding federal money from Colorado as punishment because Governor Polis won't let her out. So really, Governor Polis has the goose's golden egg right now. All right? He could say, look, President Trump, you release all the federal money back to Colorado, and you sign Tiger King's clemency and all sign Tina Peters' clemency. And you know he would be a world hero for saving the Tiger King. You know how many millions of people want me out of here?
Have you heard back from him? Has he written you back?
I have not.
So you think it'll have to all go through lawyers if it's going to happen?
You know, Levi McCatherine, Jerry Jones' lawyer, is going to reach out to him and see if he can kind of push it along, because I don't think Governor Polis realizes that I would dominate the news for 6 months, you know, to get through the midterms, and we could make some difference in this country. I really do.
So if worst case scenario, this doesn't happen, do you have other plans, or are you out of options?
I have 4 more years.
Right, exactly. So you're just, and I read somewhere here recently that you're battling a couple of different types of cancer. I mean, I don't know how serious that is. How much time do you have?
It's progressing. You know, I got prostate cancer and lung cancer.
And do you think it'll take you out eventually?
I mean, eventually, you know, but what I'm praying for is I get out of here soon enough to get some real doctors, you know. Because Dr. Drew, the TV doctor, has got a team of professional doctors in Dallas, Texas, at Baylor Hospital that is prepared to take care of me the day I get out of here.
So is that the first thing you do if you get out? If this whole thing happens with Polis, first thing you're doing is going to the doctor?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
And then what's next?
Mexico?
Oh, that's right, because that was also in the news here recently as well. You got married to a guy that got deported, right? Right. So I'm going to go to Mexico and make sure that he is safe because, you know, he's not only married to somebody that everybody thinks is rich, he's kind of down there in the middle of all this mess. Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Is that safe for you? I mean, you know, I get along with everybody. I've been in isolation with some of the head of the Sinaloa cartel. I was cellies next to the Unabomber when I was going through cancer treatment in North Carolina. I don't think I'll have a problem. I really don't. You know, as long as you do your business and you stay in your own lane, I don't think I'll have any problem. But you know, I've got 3 movie offers to film the Return of the Tiger King. I've got a world concert tour offer with my music. God knows how many appearances, you know, and stuff that people. Because this is a country station. I know you do some other radio stations around the country. I don't think most of them, any of them maybe, are country stations. You sang country music, but the documentary, the original Tiger King, made it seem as though you were like the country music Milli Vanilli, and that wasn't really you. Is that not true? Okay. You got to remember that Tiger King didn't do anything for me, okay? They didn't pay me a dime. I didn't get nothing from them. They even paid some other clown to claim that was his music, so that way...
This call is from a federal prison.
Move on with the show without any legal liability. And in 2023, I sued Vince Johnson, who claimed that music was his. We actually went to court in Pensacola, Florida, and I won that lawsuit to prove that was me and that's my music. So, you know, that's one of the cool things, Shawn, that I'm looking forward to when I do get out of here, is I'm going to shock the world because they're going to hear me sing. You got my word right now. If you get out of there and you put out a legit album, this radio station will be the first place in America to play it. I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that. It's done. Put us on. There's actually live videos of me on YouTube, on Joe Exotic TV on YouTube, singing live. Yeah, I mean, it's there, me singing my songs live at a bar. It almost seems chaotic. I know we're almost out of time because you only get 15 minutes, so we got like 4 minutes left, and we'll set up a second one of these. But it almost seems like you've got so much stuff planned when you get out, you're not going to be able to get to it all. Hey, you know, I mean, that would be a good thing because, you know, but you got to keep in mind that I had 3 restaurants, a nightclub, a zoo, and I took care of my parents all at the same time, too. So yeah. I'm good at multitasking. So I'm looking forward to the challenge. And, you know, that's what's kept me going, Shawn, for 8 years in here, because I've not touched any cigarettes, drugs, or alcohol in 8 years in here, and it's everywhere. Okay, because I am looking so forward to getting out of here and having a new start and showing the world what I really am about.
Will animals be involved in your life when you get out?
Nope. I'm gonna get involved with the baby elephant orphanage in South Africa, and then my big goal, Shawn, I always loved raising money to fix little kids' faces, and now that I have the platform to do it, my goal is to fix 5,000 little kids' faces that are born with cleft palates.
God bless you. That's pretty cool, man. I hope that you get out to do that simply, if nothing else. That's amazing. I know that a bunch of your tigers are here in Colorado. Maybe not even just tigers. I think there's other animals too that are at that wild animal.
A bunch of my tigers there at the wild animal orphanage.
Would you go see them? You build a relationship,
I would love to go
right?
see 'em if they would allow me to.
I feel like I got to go on that tour with you. It's just down the road from us.
Yeah, and you're going to be surprised because they're all going to recognize me.
That's what I was wondering, is if they would remember you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's crazy, man. Well, all right. You have all my well wishes. I hope that Governor Polis does something about this.
I appreciate it, man. And tell all your listeners out there that, I grew up at the Centennial Racetrack in a camper trailer when I was a kid, mucking stalls, for my dad, because we raised racehorses. But I got family in Boulder and Kingsborough and Golden and everywhere out there. So tell everybody out there I send my love and respect. And to get online and pressure Governor Polis right now, because right now he could be a hero.
All right, we're going to do it. Let's make this a regular thing, all right?
Okay, let me know.
All right, Joe. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, Shawn.
See ya.
See ya.